Hi, and welcome to Coaches Connection, where we get a chance to sit down with one of the head coaches of the UIC Flames athletics program. And today we're sitting down with the head coach of the UIC women's basketball team, Tasha Pointer. Tasha, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much for having me. Excited to be on here today and excited about where we're headed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me too. So as we quickly glance at last year, we saw a lot of development with your team. We saw growth in team identity and a lot of the things that you were trying to accomplish starting to get in motion. But here we are in April and we're moving the page to the 2021-2022 season. So what is the goal? What types of things is the program working on right now to attain those goals of next year?
Well, obviously, we're super excited that our young ladies have had an opportunity to go home, to spend some time with their loved ones. I think the toughest part about being in a pandemic is no one knows exactly what to expect. Obviously, their life has been altered as student athletes. Super excited to get them back on campus. Our young ladies have been home for about 40 days, and it's been a remarkable time for them because they've been able to reconnect with their parents, with their siblings. Um, One of the things that was monumental for us, making sure that they had individual time and collective socialization time with their family, is that we had been going since July 13th of 2020, straight through. No breaks in terms of getting an opportunity to go home for Thanksgiving, no opportunity to go home for Christmas. And so just excited for them to be young people. And so to get out of the basketball bubble and also think of, um, I would say, bigger than basketball, bigger than them. And so some of our young ladies have been able to do individual and collective things together via Zoom or individually with their families where they've been able to donate things to people who are less fortunate, to be able to empower the people that they've been around, to be able to drop siblings off at school, to be able to reconnect with high school friends, and to honestly just be typical 18 and 19-year-old kids, which is awesome. Something as simple as going to a public library, something as simple as going out to get a meal where you can actually dine in. The things that we have taken for granted, the things that we said, oh, that's normal. But in a pandemic, it's no longer normal. So making sure that our young ladies understand that they are individuals first and making sure that their well being is taken care of outside of being athletes. And so we've been able to um, connect with each individual lady as she's been away and to let them know how much we really appreciate them. And from a team perspective, we've been able to meet via Zoom and discuss the program. The program is a group that has come in to do some training with our young ladies. And so it's a leadership program, I should say. And for us to be able to connect and talk about legacy, how we want to leave UIC. Obviously, whenever you inherit a program or a team, you want to leave the program better than what you found it. And so we discussed the All Blacks. And so we are fascinated with how they have been able to transform their team with simple tasks, simple things every day. If that just simply means cleaning the locker room. For instance, after every game, our young ladies, we clean up after ourselves. We don't wait for facilities. We clean up all the water bottles, Gatorade bottles, cups, towels, and things like that, because we're here to serve one another. And most importantly, when you think about serving one another, you think about doing the best and the most that you can for your individual teammates as well as coaches. And so for us to be able to meet in a different area that's not on the court, but also to talk about the culture, our identity, and how we see ourselves playing pivotal parts in the culture of UIC women's basketball. Phenomenal this spring.
You threw out that word family and kind of mentioned what your program does to create that family environment, that family setting. Where does that stem from in your basketball career? I mean, clearly you're a big family person. Your two daughters were all over the court when they were able to be a couple of years ago, and your players were kind of like their big sister or their aunts, someone that was there to always be there for. So where does that stem from? How are you able to mesh family and basketball so easily together?
I'm glad you asked that question. Well, I come from a large family. My grandmother and grandfather, they were sharecroppers, and so they migrated to Chicago from Arkansas. My grandmother and grandfather had 21 kids, five sets of twins. And so when you think about family, that's the first part You learn family from your immediate family. So for me, coming from such a large family, extended family, I would say everything about me, I learned how to be a team player from my immediate family, from my extended family. So well before I began playing sports, I understood that families agree, families disagree. Families get together over food, families play and participate in sports. And so it's only natural that I bring that same thing to our women's basketball program. Now, I've been extremely fortunate as a coach where I have been around other outstanding head coaches who have preached family. I've had the fortune to work with, obviously, one of my mentors, C. Vivian Stringer, Kevin McGuff, Joe McEwen, and all three of those individuals are big family people. And so, anytime you get around individuals like that, then that's all I know. And so your first family oftentimes is um, your religion. For me and my family, I'll speak for my family and I. The first family that we ever became a part of was God's family. The second family is our immediate family. And the third family is our sports family, right? And so as I share with my daughters, hey, we're Team Yamoa first. And so there are things that they absolutely do not like, chores around the house, being a part of family, you have to do those things. So here at UIC, it's easy for me to discuss family because I live that. That's all I've known since I've been a human being, right? And I think that it's something that our young ladies, uh, when they're inside the program, they feel the same way. And so we recruit knowing that we're recruiting people who are about their families because families, at the end of the day, they don't let one another down. There are a lot of things that happen, agreements, disagreements, spats, adversity that your family go through. But hey, when things are great, they're great. And we have an opportunity to live, model, and teach that every day.
Getting onto that topic of recruits, we mentioned the progress last year of so many young players, Kiana Skank, Lindsey Rogers, Jaden McLeod, Christian Young, and I pull those names out because they're freshmen. Now, I think they performed well for two reasons. Obviously, their talent on the court, but as a coach, you have to figure out the right time and the right places to put them in those spots. And you had a lot of success being a younger player, both in high school and in college. So, for recruits out there considering UIC, what message do you want to share with them about how you evaluate young talent, whether you're a freshman, whether you're fresh into the program, and how do you plan to incorporate young talent no matter what the current status of the team is?
I think that's an excellent question. Now, with the transfer portal, I don't think that you can recruit just solely the regular way, the normal way before, where it was, hey, you're recruiting high school talent. Maybe you'll recruit some junior college talent. But now with the transfer portal, it really doesn't matter if you are a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. If you're talented and you're a team player, then this is the place to be. You'll come and be a part of a legacy. You'll have an opportunity to play and compete against some of the best. We play 2 to 3 BCS schools per year. We do an outstanding job of making sure that the talent will have an opportunity to play. Now, it is meshing the talent together that sometimes it can go differently because sometimes it depends on what type of person you are. And so we have a recruit profile where we're looking for people who are about family, who are committed to when things get tough, they still stay in. They are committed to understanding, hey, this is what we're trying to do here. This is the vision, and they have bought in. I think what's excellent about an opportunity to rebuild a program is that you get to put your signature on it. And so for us, we're recruiting individuals who want to win, who are highly competitive, who enjoy competing at the highest level, as well as making sure that their teammates shine and they shine as well. I think that we recruit young ladies who are personally invested in becoming a part of something that's much bigger than themselves. And so sometimes you have to reevaluate what's important to your program, what's important to each student athlete. And I think what's really good for us is that we have young ladies who are committed, regardless of freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, who are committed to making sure that UIC have an opportunity to hoist a NCAA banner as well as a Horizon League championship banner.
I know the job of a head basketball coach is a very intricate one, and you don't get a lot of off time, but we are in the off season now. And we talked already about how much of a family person you are. I know you like taking your girls to the library. I know you like to do a lot of stuff with them. What things are you looking forward to this off season, this summer to do?
Well, it depends. We're in the city of Chicago, so it depends what opens up. But I can definitely tell you that I'm super excited about getting our entire team here. June 14th is the first day of summer school session 2. And so we'll have an opportunity to do some team building, team bonding activities. We'll get a chance to ride bikes on a lake. We'll have an opportunity to do some canoeing, all the things that are offered in Chicago where um, social distance does occur. Obviously, canoeing, because our young ladies have an opportunity to test quite frequently, weekly, and along with so many more people getting vaccinated, we are excited that we'll have an opportunity to do beach volleyball because we have sand pits right outside. We'll be able to play softball because we have a softball mound right outside. We'll have an opportunity to play kickball. So we get to do a lot of interesting things that obviously doesn't always cost money, but are located right here on our campus. And so, can't wait. Scavenger hunt. Have you seen our campus? Amazing, beautiful. So, my family, my UIC women's basketball family, oh, I can't wait because obviously um, I am very passionate about what I do. I love them, and I'll be able to do the same things with my own family. I think it's just who I am.
Tasha, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck this offseason and accomplishing all those things. I can't wait to see you on the softball and kickball fields.
All right. Thank you. You guys take care. Have a great day.
All right, stay tuned for UICflames.com for more content all season long.